Hello, Cougars and Cougarettes. It's another episode of The Distance Between Us with Mrs. Odom and a very special guest, Miss Flemington. Welcome, Miss Flemington.
Hi, I thought you were gonna introduce maybe a theme song or something. So I was about to sing Friends or something.
Well, I would sing for you, but people might not watch this then. So
Oh.
I don't know. Okay, so Miss Flemington, we are so lucky to have you at our school because you are involved in everything and you motivate and you inspire and you teach. So let me find out, first of all, where'd you get your education that got you here?
So I went to a lot of different universities and community colleges. So I would love to explain those. So I first graduated high school in 2009, and I went immediately to a community college, Crafton Hills College, for 2 years, where I got my AA, and then I transferred to a private university, Azusa Pacific University. And also Mr. Morales graduated from APU back in 1991. That's when I was born. And then I transferred, once I realized that I did want to be an educator, I went to University of Redlands to get my credential and master's. And then now I'm actually currently in school again. You know, teachers, we just love to go to school. So I'm going to Grand Canyon University right now.
That is awesome. You see, you guys, education is important. You can never, ever stop learning. It's so important. So here's something that I know about Miss Flemington. Miss Flemington, can you tell us about your experience when you were teaching out of state?
Oh my gosh, yes, this is a great question. So yeah, if you were in my classes, you might already know this, but if not, this is news to everyone. So sorry, I just got Miss Conrado is calling me right now. So right out of when I graduated from Azusa Pacific University, I went and I signed up for this program called Teach for America. And it's where you go work in really rural areas where they don't really have educators that are willing to teach within their own state. So this program, what it looks like is that you sign up, you go through a really hardcore interview process where you have 3 interviews. And at the end of your interview, once you get accepted to the program, they say, okay, you get to choose any of the 50 states you want to teach in, and you rank them from 1 to 10. And then you get to teach any subject and any grade level. So I, the risk taker that I am, I signed up with 10 different options, but my last one was Mississippi. And then my top content area I wanted to teach was high school chemistry. And what happened? I got a call. They said, hey, I would love you to come teach for 2 years in Mississippi. You're going to teach high school chemistry. And my jaw just dropped because that was just an experience I thought I was going to get, but I thought maybe LA, maybe New York. No, let's put you in the middle of cornfields, right? And a place where, you have one Walmart and one gas station, right? And you're learning a whole new culture and how to assimilate to a culture that you're not really familiar with. So it taught me so much there. I love teaching, and I only taught there for about 1.5 years, and then I came back here and that really pushed me to go and to get my teaching credential so I can teach within California. So yeah, it was a huge life-changing experience for me. I drove my little green Fiat all the way across from California to Mississippi with my dad, and then I was just dropped off with just only what I had in my car. So it just taught me how to take risks, do what you are passionate about, and the rest of your path will be paid for you. So
that is an amazing story. Thank you for sharing that. And I want to add on to that. You guys see, she took a risk. It helped her to grow as an educator. And now all you lucky students that get to experience that with her. And I will say, I've been in Miss Flemington's class, and it's one of my favorite places to be because even as an adult myself, I still learn when I'm in her class, and she motivates me and she teaches me to always find the good. So I love that. So
I thought this was an interview for me.
It is, but I was just sharing my experience with you. And just on a side note, you guys, Miss Flemington and I took a little road trip and we saw Billie Eilish. So be very jealous about that because we did. And
we know how to dance. And
it was super fun. So Miss Flemington, what are your words of wisdom or advice or motivation for our students that are, stuck at home doing this distance learning and feeling overwhelmed?
You know what, this is a question I do think about often, and how to motivate our kids. The one thing that I will say is that this is temporary. While it does not feel temporary, right? I just want to motivate each and every one of you guys to be the best person and participant that you can be within your classes and in and out of the classroom. I just think that we need to remember every day and remind ourselves of how this is going to be a season. It's not going to be our forever. Yes, it's going to change us on the inside and out forever because of this experience. But just really finding within your day what you can be grateful for. Sometimes I have a hard time coming up with that list too, but finding a friend, finding someone, or to help you get to that place where you find something that really keeps you motivated within that day. One day it might be music. The next day it might be taking a walk with your dog. The next day it might be playing a video game for only an hour, guys, not long. And for me, it really has been working out. It was something that I wasn't really in a routine with before, but that really helped me recharge throughout my day and get my mind right for the what's to come. I miss you guys so much. I thrive off of human connection. So being over a screen, even doing this interview is hard, right? Because feeling someone's energy, experiencing their personality is so important to me. So I just want to encourage you guys to allow your personalities to show because you guys all have such specific talents in this world, and it would be a shame to allow 1 year, right, and counting to ever take that away from you. So I just want you to remember the person that you are and the gifts that you have, and allow that to be put to practice every day.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. And that reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from Oscar Wilde: "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." I love that. So
I do love that. I'm going to use that.
Yeah. So like Miss Flemington said, you guys be true to who you are and keep going and find what'll get you through, and you'll get there. We'll all get there. So Miss Flemington, I want to thank you for sharing your time with me and letting me to come to the last few minutes of your class.
That's it.
Fun.
I was ready for more.
That's it. I know she likes to talk, you guys. She's like me, but this would go on for like 3 hours. So we kind of have to get back to work. But thank you, Miss Flemington, and I hope we get to see you soon.
Thank you, Miss Odom. I do have one request of you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I was curious, could we do this again and maybe have a sing-off?
You and me?
Yeah, girl.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, you guys, you heard it. She just challenged me. You guys have to respond to either Miss Flemington or myself in email, and if we get enough responses, we will do it. So
also,
there you go.
If you say, oh, you think you want to challenge me? Sure. Student versus teacher battle. We
can have a distance between us battle. There we go. We'll do I will host a full-on group battle of the sing-off.
I love that. Miss Odom, I appreciate so much you reaching out to me. And anytime you need my time in the future, please don't hesitate.
Thank you so much. We love you, Cougars. Hope to see you soon.
Bye.